In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to run OpenClaw on completely free local AI. No chat GPT subscription, no Gemini tokens, nothing. In my last OpenClaw video, Terminal FX asked for this setup. So shout out to you, bro. Let's do it. Quick context first. LM Studio is basically like ChatGPT, but it runs on your own computer. You download it, pick a model, and it becomes your local AI server. So let's start with the install. Open your browser and search for LM Studio. Click the official LM Studio website. On the website, click Download for Windows. Once the installer finishes downloading, open it. Click Agree, click Next, click Agree again, then click Install and wait for the installation to complete. Before you close the installer, make sure Run LM Studio is checked, then click Finish. Click Get Started, then click Skip because we do not need the intro tour. Make sure you allow developer mode, then click Continue to LM Studio. We are in. Now let us talk about models. You have two options. If you have a strong GPU like an RTX 3080 or better, you can download a bigger model such as GPT-OSS or Qwen 3. Those models will give you much better answers, closer to what you're used to from online AI. But for this tutorial, I want this to work for almost everyone. So we are going to use a lightweight model called LFM 2.5. It runs on pretty much any GPU, and it is perfect to test the setup. In LM Studio, search for LFM 2.5, click on it and download the model. Remember, this model is just for testing. For real work with OpenClaw, you should switch to a stronger model later, like GPT-OSS or Qwen 3 with a higher context length. Once your model is downloaded, we are going to turn LM Studio into an API server. At the top of LM Studio, go to the Developer tab, click Start Server, now go to Server Settings. Turn on Serve on Local Network. This is important. This is what allows OpenClaw to talk to your local model over your network. Now we need to load the model we just downloaded. Select your model. For me, that is LFM 2.5. Before you click load, pay attention to this setting. You will see something called context length. If you leave this at 4096, OpenClaw will fail and your bot will not work correctly. So do not leave it at the default. Set the context length to the maximum that your model can handle. Slide it all the way up or type the maximum value supported by that model. Once that is set, click Load Model. Now our server is running locally. On the developer page, you will see a base URL and you will see the model ID. We are going to need both of these in a minute, so keep LM Studio open. Before we connect this to OpenClaw, let us quickly test that the API is actually responding. Open Postman or any API client that you like. Create a new post request, use the base URL from LM Studio and add /v1 at the end. Set up the body to send a simple prompt like, hello, send the request. If everything is working, you should get a response back from the model. Something like, hello, how can I help you today? If you do not get a response, check your firewall settings or make sure the server in LM Studio is still running. Once the API test is successful, we are ready to connect our local AI to OpenClaw. Now we are going to edit the OpenClaw configuration file. Go to your C drive, open the users folder. Open your username folder. Inside, look for a folder called .openclaw. Open that folder. Inside it, you will find a file called openclaw.json. Right-click it and open it with your favorite text editor. You can use VS Code, Notepad++, or even regular Notepad. I have a JSON snippet for this setup. In your case, you can copy it from the video description. Paste that snippet into the openclaw.json file in the correct place. Now we customize it. First, look for the base URL field in that snippet. Go back to LM Studio, copy the base URL from the developer page and paste it into the base URL field, then add /v1 at the end of it. Next, we need the model ID. In LM Studio, copy the model ID of the model you loaded. Paste it into the JSON snippet as the value for the ID attribute. Paste the same model ID as the value for the name attribute too. Now scroll down until you find the agent default model. Change the value there to LM Studio / followed by your model ID. For example, LM Studio / LFM-2.5. There is another place lower in the file where you need to reference the model. Paste the same LM Studio / your model ID and make its value an empty object like curly braces. Once you finish these changes, save the file and close the editor. Now we are going to rerun the OpenClaw interactive onboarding wizard so it picks up our new model. Open your terminal, run the OpenClaw onboarding command. I will also put this command in the video description for you. The wizard will start asking questions. When it asks to confirm, choose, yes, choose, quick start. You should see that it detects the LM Studio model we configured. Make sure it is selected. When it asks for values, choose, use existing values. When it asks about providers, choose, skip for now, keep all providers, and keep current settings. You do not need to change providers because we are already pointing to LM Studio in the config. When it asks about skills configuration, choose, no, then choose skip for now. Once the wizard finishes, the setup is complete. Now let us actually test it from the OpenClaw control panel. Open your OpenClaw control panel. Ask it something simple like, explain what you are. While you do that, watch LM Studio. You should see a new request appear in the server logs. That means OpenClaw is sending your prompt to your local AI model. After a moment, you should see the response appear inside OpenClaw. If you see that, then congratulations. Now remember, the LFM 2.5 model we used here is just for testing. It is small and not very smart compared to bigger models. If you want better quality, swap it out for GPT-OSS or Qwen 3 and make sure the context length is set to the maximum the model supports. Local models can be slower than Cloud AI, especially on weaker GPUs, but for development, testing, and a lot of use cases, it is absolutely worth it. And that is it. You now have OpenClaw talking to a local AI model through LM Studio with no API keys and no usage limits. Terminal FX, I hope this is exactly what you wanted, bro. If you try this setup, upgrade the model, and get it working smoothly, let me know which model you are using. I am really curious which one gives you the best balance of speed and quality. If this saved you from paying for AI API calls, drop a like and tell me in the comments if you want me to make that video about whether OpenClaw is safe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.